Welcome back, guys. The Kerbal space explosion. Computron has arrived at Jool, and Scattershot has arrived and landed on Tylo, the third moon of Jool. And the hardest to land on, with 0.8 gravity and no atmosphere. It's a big ball of nothing but rock and dirt, I guess. I don't know, maybe some sand, some silicates. We landed. We have a kind of a wonky polar orbit. Computron, the rest of the Technobots are out here in this elliptical orbit. So this was what I consider to be the hardest part of the mission. Well, not the hardest part. I'm doing the hardest things first. So we got out here. That was hardest. The next hardest was landing on Tylo. We've done that. Next, we need to try to get off Tylo, re-rendezvous with Computron, and then get back into an orbit around Jool itself. So I think this is actually a pretty good location to be in. And the kind of orbit I would like to be in would be something like this. In between Tylo, the third moon, and Bop, the fourth moon. Just slightly, so that we avoid any further encounters. And then at that point, we can send Strafe into the inner system to Lathe, and we can send Nosecone to Vall, and then we can send who we sending out here? Afterburner, the motorcycle is going out here, and then Lightspeed, the race car, is going out here. So we're going to detach all four of them and have them go do their own thing, and then re-rendezvous later. All of them have a decent amount of fuel, and I think 3 out of 4 have nuclear engines. So that should all be doable if we can get Scattershot off of this moon. That remains to be seen. Actually, what I want to do, I want to rename this. I want to take the... I named this Mark III because I was doing multiple versions, and then Lift. The Lift version is the one with the extra tanks added on to send it into orbit around Kerbal. So let's just rename that, just a Scattershot. Okay. So we don't have ladders, unfortunately, because I wasn't sure how many fuel tanks we would have left by the time we landed. I didn't know what configuration to put them in. I believe last time, at the end of the last episode, I did the gravioli and the accelerometer. So the last thing to do... No! Alright, I'm gonna quick load. And I don't feel bad about it. You're supposed to hold on to that ladder when I tell you to EVA. You are supposed to hold on to that ladder, buddy. And you didn't. Tell me you can hold on to a ladder. The gravity's not that hard. It's less than Kerbal itself, and there's no atmosphere. Come on, man. Maybe if we turn on SAS, well, is that going to help you somehow? It did. Huh, look at that. That's weird. All right. So, what I want to do is I want to do an EVA report. You recorded your observations about the situations. 80 science. In space near Tylo. Okay. Good. Goody goody gumdrops. Last time I did something like this, people were saying that I had the option for a soil sample while holding onto the ladder like this. Maybe I was lower down. I don't know. But apparently that is not the case. Let's turn that on. So we don't have time to... We've got plenty of time, but we don't have the ability to really explore this planet. Maybe we will make it up to Tomball, and we will put him in one of the command pods that can house more than one Kerbals to go to the other moons. Since he doesn't get to touch down, maybe we'll do that if he can rendezvous with the rest of the ship. Let's turn RCS off. We don't need that. So I guess this is the beginning and the end of our experience on Tylo. We'll try to spend a little bit more time with the other moons. Let's set Computron as our target. So, can we get into orbit? I don't know. We'll find out. But we need to, one way or the other. We need to basically go in this direction. So the target is over in this direction, which is going to be way over there. Oh, actually, I probably need to time accelerate a little more. Basically, I want Scattershot to be right in the intersection of this line, this plane of our orbit. So let's turn this way a bit. Let's speed up a little. A little more. Okay, time warp. There we go. Right there. That's enough. Stop. Okay, so, do we go this way or this way? I think we go this way. I think that's my hunch, that we go that way. So, we'll see. If not, we will... I guess I'll do another quick save, and if we end up going in the wrong direction, I'll just quick load. But we want to go that way. We want to try to get off this surface and into orbit, and G to raise the landing legs. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Is this the right direction? I'm not sure yet. Let's look. Yes, yes, that's the right direction. Good. And our ascending descending node is, well, we'll fiddle with that later. We're just gonna burn close to the horizon. There's no atmosphere, so we don't have to fiddle with that, which is kind of nice, actually. As long as the apoapsis keeps steadily rising, slowly, at least. Yeah, doing okay. Pretty good. Can we turn the lights on? Yeah, they're not really doing much. There's nothing for them to hit. They're not gonna change the color or anything because they're not intersecting any surfaces. We're already up to 1 kilometer a second. This is going way better than the first time. Will we have enough fuel, though? That's the important question. We're running out of fuel. What are we gonna do? We're not even close to being in orbit. Bam! Hidden fuel tank. Hidden engine. Under that decoupler. All right. And this one, I believe this one's more efficient than that one by a little bit. By about 50. I believe one has like an ISP of 350 and this one has like 390. Something like that. But I don't actually remember. So I don't know. It does it uses fuel slower though because it has less power. And our ascending descending node, maybe we need to turn this way. No, we need to go this way. 2.7, 2.6. Okay, that's going down. That's good. 2.2, 2.1. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on that. Lovely. How much fuel do we have? Oh, we've got lots of fuel left. Are we going to be able to do it? I think we just may. And one thing we might have to do, which is totally an option. One thing we might have to do is send one of the other ships to rendezvous with him. One of the ones that has nuclear engines and can fiddle around in orbit for a while. -0.5. Okay, stop. We don't want that apoapsis to get too high. We want it to stay a little bit under that. And then we're going to do the standard docking stuff where we go around until we get close enough. Here we go. Are we going to hit it or can we fly right past it and then land on the nose? Turns out we had plenty of fuel for making our orbit as big as this guy's and then doing a little rendezvous action. No problem. We're going to fly right by. Don't hit that solar panel though. It did get quite a bit laggier as soon as the game had to load this guy in. That's probably no surprise to anyone. Uh-oh. At about this point, you should probably switch to RCS, but I'm not gonna. Do that. No, stop. Oh gosh. Why are you still spinning? Stop it. Don't crash into anything. Jeez. We're getting really close to stuff. Fly away. Fly yourself to the moon. We just did that. Fly me to the moon. We just did that. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's set this as a target. And then let's control from here. Boink. Did I do it? Click. Okay, and then let's switch to chase mode. Turn on RCS. Rotate around. Lovely. Whoa. Oh, God. Don't hit those things, all right? Okay, let's go down a little bit. No, that's the wrong way. Let's go down. So we don't hit those things. We want to go this way. And we want to go that way. Go that way. And then, okay, you've gone down enough, so go up some. Yeah, let's do it from this perspective. It's actually maybe a little easier. Maybe I should... Well, whatever. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, here we come drifting. Let's rotate a bit. This thing was so easy to fly until we got into range of this thing. But we've dropped a pretty decent amount of parts already, so the thing is going to get laggy, well, less laggy and less laggy to fly as we continue to drop parts. Okay, we're going fast enough that way. Let's brake. Brake. Okay, and then we're going fast enough that way, so brake. Brake. All right, then we need to rotate a little bit. So we're nice and square. Good. Oh, look, we're real close. Okay, go this way. No, this way. That was easy. That was easy. All right, connect. And let's get on with this show. All right. Success. Computron has a new configuration. Scattershot, what happened to you, buddy? Used to be so big and impressive. Now you're just this tiny fragment of your former self. I guess he's just the headmaster now. He lost the body. Oh, another thing I wanted to do. So, he didn't get to land on the surface of that planet. So I was thinking, could we add him to another one of the ships? Let's see. This guy has room for one, as does this guy. But this cockpit, I think, can hold two. And this cockpit over here can hold three. Which one's going to be more fun? Which one do you want to go with? The race car or the gigantic bulldozer motorcycle? Tomble, let me know. Which one? We're going to fly to one of them. All right, let go. RCS. I haven't done a fly around. And let's see, what's our EVA report? High over Tylo. Do I not need this one? I guess I don't. Oh, I bet I sent this one back when I did that flyby a long time ago. You've recorded your observations. Whoop-de-doo. So I ended up putting him in the motorcycle, in the shuttle capsule in the end, because turns out you can't put more than one guy in these things. I didn't realize that. Oh well, next thing we need to do, we need to just basically escape from Tylo and back into the Julian system. Shouldn't take all that much. I left us in a elliptical orbit on purpose so that we could do this. Let's speed up. Should be somewhere around 10 million meters. Somewhere right around there. We should go bloop. And we should be out of here. Okay, it's more than 10. Throttle up. There we go. All right. So we've done that. And we're in kind of a wonky orbit. I would like to make it a little bit more normal. So let's escape from the system first off. Let's get our time acceleration on. Oh, maybe I should, if we're going to be in time acceleration, let's turn the lights off. That was for cinematic effect. It does take a hit on the CPU. Trying to calculate all the lights. All right, there we go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zooming away. Ship's getting smaller. A little bit. Kind of. We lost the outer tanks. We lost the supplemental tanks. We lost most of Scattershot. That's probably 200 parts or so. I would say, I'd guess. Something like that. Okay, here we come. So I think what we'll do is we'll set one of the inner moons that is on an even inclination as a target, and then fix our inclination to something a little bit more normal. The outer ones are wonky. There's just nothing we can really do about that. Well, there we go. Kind of looks like we've added a 6th moon to Jool. Fits in nicely in that little gap in the middle. And the orbital inclination is nice and flat. And this is where the main body of Computron is gonna stay until we're done visiting the different moons, I think, unless I have a problem getting to one of the moons. So we've got 185 liquid fuel left in each of these guys. Well, I don't know. Is that good? Is that bad? Who knows? First thing I want to do, we're gonna undock Nosecone, and we're gonna send Nosecone off to Vall. So let's just go ahead and undock him now. Undock me. Oh, I'm in time acceleration still. Let me come back out of that. And then we wait for the game to... There we go. That's one of them, though. Oh, okay. Laggy. I should have to undock two. Control from here. Click, undock. There we go. Okay, then hit the bracket key. There we go. And then RCS, SAS, and reverse. Beep, beep. No, that's not reverse. There we go. That's the button I was looking for. Beep, beep. All right, Hans Kerman, are you ready? Are you prepared? I hope so. Are you ready for the time of your life? Where is this thing controlling from? It should be from here. Control from here. Yeah, okay. Let's back up a little more. And let's go forward a little bit, too. So we can get a little bit of distance. We don't have to worry about redocking. Okay, and I guess we'll leave the big solar panels open for a little bit. Let's turn the lights on. How about that? Oh, look at that! Shining the purple light all over Computron. So we need to rendezvous with Vall. So let's figure out a maneuver here. Maybe if we do this, we're in a fairly circular orbit, so I could probably just play with it a bit. Oh, right there. There it is, right there. Periapsis, 77 kilometers. Paul has a relatively light gravity. It's kind of like the moon. It's got 0.2. It's about the same size as the moon, the same gravity. 27,000 kilometers. That's actually pretty good right there. But it doesn't know how long of a burn to make because I haven't fired these engines. It doesn't know what to base its information on. Let's turn the lights off. I'm going to time accelerate a bit here. Let's turn RCS off. We're done with that. Got a lot of fuel. I just need to remember to close these. I'm not sure if we're going to... We may generate too much thrust for those guys to be able to hold up. But either way, the burn shouldn't be that long. So I'm going to come down to maybe about 2 minutes out from our burn. And by that point, hopefully we'll be far enough away from him that the game will be lag-free. See you later, Computron. And as we undock each one, the lag should be done with. We shouldn't have to worry about lag anymore. At least that's my hope. Because we're not bringing these guys back. Except for possibly one of them. We'll see. But I don't intend to bring them back with me all the way to Kerbal. We don't have enough fuel for that. And the mission was never designed for that. That was never the idea. And it was so laggy. I'm at that point in the cycle. I go through this cycle where I want to do something huge and complex, and then it's like, oh man, this is super laggy. I want to do something efficient and simple. But then the efficient and simple thing takes forever because they're slow, you know? And I'm like, oh man, I want to do something big and complex because this thing's too simple. And so I just go back and forth. And right now, I'm at that point where I'm like, man, I can't wait to play without lag. That sounds so nice right about now. Okay, I'm watching the little clock at the bottom here. Okay, 24 minutes in. Let's just test the engines here. Oh, right. Might help if we activate those. Okay, that burn is going to be really short. No problem. So this thing, Nosecone, the drill, really hard to get the balancing right. Just because of the shape I had to emulate. And as the fuel drains from the tanks, it's going to get harder and harder to control as the balance gets all out of whack. Where's that fuel coming from that I just burnt? out of these guys up on here. Okay, but that burn is relatively quick. So let's get down to where we need to be. All the way down to less than a minute. And I'm kind of encouraged that that burn is going to be so short. It means that we should have enough fuel in this guy. I wasn't sure if we would have enough fuel in this guy because of the fact that he doesn't have an efficient engine. He's got this giant thing on his butt. It's not that inefficient, actually. The new engines are pretty overpowered, I have to say. And you see it like trying to fly off center there. I'm having to wrestle with it to keep it on center. And that is just unavoidable with this thing. That rocket does look pretty cool, though. And we should... Let me check our fuel stores when we're done here. Yeah, we've barely used any fuel. And we got into... Let's see, what are we doing here? Vall periapsis. 300,000 meters. Let's bring that down. I want to come in a little lower. If I see it start to go back up, like that, we're going to stop and just fiddle with it when we get there. Oh, look at that. We're going to slingshot around into a Lathe encounter if we don't get captured. But we're going to get captured. Make no mistake. Let's rotate around so that we look properly like a vehicle here. There we go. Just a giant drill tank thing floating out in space. All right, here we come. Round the system. Round and round we go. Here we come, Vall. 10,000 times acceleration. Oh, here he comes. Oh, gosh. All three of them whipping around, about to smack us in the face. Excellent. Okay, time down to 1. Not bad. We're not in a, like, we're not getting shot off at a weird angle. We're not in a polar orbit for once. Okay, now I want to do a maneuver here. I just want to see how long this is going to take. 3 seconds. Okay, we can play this by ear then. No need to actually do that. Actually, let me keep that there just as a time marker. So we can time accelerate. Woo, look at this view. They look almost exactly the same size, like we're playing planetary billiards. So we've got the sun here, Lathe here, Tylo here, Jool here, and Vall here. That's pretty awesome. I think that's the most interplanetary bodies I've seen in one shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other ones are out there, but I cannot see them. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. We still have an hour to go. And this burn will also be very quick. And we'll get to test out our landing legs to see if they work, if we can land. Okay, here we go. -4 seconds. And we're on the dark side, so yellow and purple lights. I look more like a Decepticon with the yellow and purple lights, I have to say. Okay, and we're 4 minutes out. I think, well, whatever, that's close enough. Who cares, right? Who cares? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. There. Kerplow. And let's go ahead and bring it down and land on the bright side. Always look on... Oh, that's not the bright side. Crap. Whoops. Let's do a correction. Look how quickly that maneuvers. You see how quickly I maneuvered around to the other side? That was amazing. There, that's good. That took no time at all. No lag, no nothing. Oh, it's fantastic. Okay, we're just gonna truck on around to the other side of the moon. Here we go. Very nice. And, okay, we can't go faster than 1 time speed at this elevation. Electrical charge is doing okay, so I'll leave the lights on. Where should we land? Somewhere around here, maybe? I suppose it doesn't really matter. I don't think there's any Easter eggs on these moons. Okay, we're getting close to the surface. Landing gear out. Landing gear out. Solar panels in. Let's start slowing down. Yay! Excite me. Only with this engine would I be able to slow down this fast. This engine is stupidly powerful. We went from 400 something meters per second to 70 in about 2 seconds. So I'm actually gonna try to, in the spirit of fuel conservation for our return flight, I'm going to try to leave this until about right now. Go! Okay, good. And now we're gonna put the throttle on. Okay, that's good. I want to be sure to be tipped up enough that we tip forward, or I want my inclination in, or whatever, my position to be imbalanced so that we tip forward onto our wheels. Okay. We're drifting a bit. Okay. Kaplow! Kaplowski! Kaplowski! On the wheels! A perfect 10! A flawless landing. Look at that. The landing gear worked perfectly. I was a little bit concerned that the tip of the engine might hit the ground. But it worked fine. Okay, put those away. And let's pull these back out because we are burning electrical charge. We're going to start to burn them a lot. The brakes are not on. Okay, I was just wondering, why are we not moving? It takes a little while to get going. So we did it. We landed on the second moon of Jool. This time, Vall with Nosecone. Oh, be careful, buddy. You're going to tip over doing this. And we'll spend a little bit more time exploring the surface of Vall in a future episode. I think first thing I want to do, though, is land all the different ships on the different moons, and then we'll spend time exploring the various moons in the different ships and getting soil samples and that kind of stuff. So I guess that's it for this episode. Stay tuned. Next time, we are going to the water planet, or water moon, Lathe, with the space plane, which should be quite dramatic. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.